doubted what I was told, that you were failing the hybrid. Yet now even the fact that you still breathe stands against the directive. Why did you come here, Jax? What did you expect to find?
My brother.
You appeal to me with emotion? The bond of blood with you, with Father, once gave me honor. Now all I have is shame. Your execution should have saved me from that.
And yet, here I stand. You failed the directive, Calyx. Perhaps we aren't perfect after all. Wardic hid the truth. We were born free people. ELEX, the hybrid, our father. They decided what we would become.
Powerful, superior. They opened the door to our evolution. Our past is irrelevant.
So we've been told. But what other lies have we yet to uncover? You take the promises of the future and serve without question. But even now as an Alexitor, what does the hybrid tell you, Calyx? What do you know of the truth?
From the ashes came the clerics, believers in Kalan. From Kalan came the Albs, believers in the future. From ELEX came the hybrid, seer of all things. Together we serve no god, we bow to no person. Together we shall evolve.
Evolve into what? The Albs existed before the hybrid. Now we serve him. Now we bow to him. He has taken the place of Kalan.
Do you think you can anger me? I don't need anger, brother. The directive tells me you must die. What is dead should stay dead.
So, Calyx set a trap for me, and Wardic walked me into it. He has some explaining to do. Calyx lured me into a trap. You told me Calyx was traveling alone, but I was ambushed by several units of Alb soldiers.
I told you what I knew of him. Calyx must have changed his plans.
Where did you get that information in the first place?
From Calyx.
Then either you lied, or Calyx used you to set a trap for me.
The hybrid has made him blind to all other things. You must help set your brother free from the hybrid's control.
I can't promise you that.
This nonsense has to end. He was your brother in arms. He is your brother by blood.
Calyx told me I was to become an Alexitor, one of the chosen. What does that mean?
That you were directly under the hybrid's control, working together as a group to do the hybrid's will.
But I don't remember even having access to the hybrid. As a full Alexitor, Calyx was the one who had access. He was the one who always spoke directly to him. There must be more to this. It just doesn't add up.
Then you need to speak to Calyx yourself.
I would have done, but the combat mechs you failed to warn me about had other ideas.
There must be another way to reach him.
And how do I do that without walking into another trap?
You will have to find a place where the combat mechs won't go. Then, you'll need to lure him there.
Any suggestions for where I can lure him?
No. That's a question you'll have to answer yourself.
Lure Calyx? Are you serious?
It's better than you fighting his combat mechs.
Then give me a suggestion, Father. If you want to help him, then help me.
Something important happened in the past that I have yet to tell you. Calyx has known for some time, and I think he fears the truth.
What is it he fears?
Losing his rank as Elexitor.
Tell me the secret.
There is a small fishing village on an island to the south of Idan. It is now long abandoned. You should go there. That is where you will find the answers you are seeking.
You must be able to tell me more than that.
I could tell you, but you may not believe me. You have to see it yourself to understand. I will speak to you when you return.
So, this is the place Wardick wanted me to see. This place, there's something familiar about it. I have been here before. This path, this beach. It was a long time ago, but I was here. I was still a child. A young child. I lived here with my parents. This was my home. It was raining. They came out of the darkness with their weapons of light and fire. People ran in panic. They ran. They were cut down. The town on fire. Screaming. Another boy hiding near me. Just as afraid as I was. Everyone else was gone. All that remained were the lifeless bodies in the surf. It was just me. And the other boy. Then one of the attackers found us and took us with them. He named me Jax, and the other boy, Calyx. So, that is what Wardick kept secret all these years. Calyx and I weren't born in Zakor. We came from Idan. We were born berserkers. Why would Wardick hide that from us?
Can we get out of here?
I have been to the fishing village in Idan.
Then do you understand?
That Calyx and I were born berserkers and not Albs? Do I understand that you killed our parents and carried us off to the Ice Palace as your children? What I don't understand is why.
I wanted heirs. I had achieved much. But I wanted to found a dynasty of the most powerful Albs to follow in my footsteps. But I couldn't have children. So I did what Albs do. I took what I wanted, and I was successful. Look at what you and Calyx achieved. You rose to the very top in Zakor. My legacy was almost complete. You were poised to rule.
We were. Then someone set me up. Now, your bastard children are trying to kill each other.
Yes, all the plans I had shattered.
Your plans didn't include my exile and execution, did they? Or Calyx's attempts to kill me?
I don't regret making you both into great men. I see the sons I created, and they are Albs above Albs. But I should have told the truth a long time ago. Maybe then we wouldn't be here today. We'd be in the halls of the Ice Palace, ascending to where you belong. This truth is what you can use to lure Calyx. He wants to hold on to power, and fears that if the truth of his birth became known, then he would lose that power. Threaten to reveal the truth, and Calyx will come to you. There is one place Calyx will not dare to take anyone from Xacor. You will know it when you see it.
You asshole!
Calyx trapped me.
And you survived?
You had an audience with the hybrid?
He summoned me, I obeyed. He opened his mind to me and I saw the universe. Skies stretching to infinity. I always knew his mind stretched across Magellan. But what I saw, the hybrid truly sees all.
And so the hybrid serves the Alps, and the Alps will see his directive is carried out. All ELEX to the hybrid.
There was something else though, Jax. A sense of the past. But I couldn't see it.
The hybrid shows us only what we need to see.
What did you see when you had your audience with the hybrid?
I don't know. I don't remember anything from then. I know I saw him, that we spoke. That since then, I have known his will, understood his purpose clearer than I did before.
I heard Tarek and Parsec discussing the time before the hybrid. The moment they found him, I think that is what I was sensing.
The hybrid has given us purpose. Before him, we sought evolution. Only with him can we find it.
Tarek said the hybrid saw the fall, that Magellan ignored his warning about the comet.
Such stories are irrelevant.
The past is irrelevant. Only the future counts. All ELEX to the hybrid.
All ELEX to the hybrid. Yes, but it seems Calyx still thinks I must be killed.
Then you have even more motivation to reach the Ice Palace. It seems you can deliver on your word. I would not have thought it possible for anyone to shut down all of the converters. Your deeds will be remembered by all the free people. We have a real chance to win the war now. Now we take the war to the hybrid. Now the hybrid must die, so everyone can be free.
You want to kill the hybrid?
Kill or convert. My studies indicate that mana will poison him. Kill him if we must. But there is also a chance we can change him with it.
You're getting ahead of yourself. First, you've got to tell me your plans.
Very well. But there's much to discuss. Ask your question, and I will see if I can answer.
And so, full circle. Sent to Thorald from the Ice Palace. To learn the truth. To kill the truth. And now I return. The hybrid stronghold that I defended for so long. Unquestioning. Serving the hybrid and my addiction to ELEX. But what is it that Xacor is really defending? Thorald wants to strike at the hybrid by destroying the ELEX that feeds it. But what is the hybrid using the ELEX for? Has his vision failed, leaving me to act outside the directive? Or am I merely part of his greater plan? Who planned the failure of my mission? Did they want me to die? Or did they want Thorald to live? And so, full circle. Sent to hybrid, I go back to the Ice Palace to learn the truth, to kill the truth. So, what are your plans for getting into the Ice Palace?
The Alps will move the bulk of their forces to the borders of Zakor. We need to take out those positions. That will open the way for a direct assault. What I need to know first is whether the Separatists will help us with this attack, or if they attack us as we move against Zakor. Are you ready?
Your plan is a frontal attack.
We've scouted the Ice Palace, and now is the time to strike. The Albs have moved their forces. They trust too much in those energy barriers of theirs. All we need to do is take out the barrier generators, and we will open our way in. Your raider is perfect for that task. That's why we need it.
What will make you trust the Separatists?
The same as it took to trust you. I want to see them start shooting at Albs. Actions speak more than words. Actions earn trust.
One raider won't stop an army.
The Albs' biggest weak point is ELEX. With the converters gone, we've cut off their new supplies. Now, we need to take out what they have stockpiled.
How are we going to destroy the barrier generators?
We crippled a similar generator when we attacked the converter here in Idan. All we had to do was target the ventilation port. It took one shot from our ballista to cripple the generator, and that brought the shield down. Your radar cannon has a lot more power than a ballista. So, if you hit the generator's ventilation port at full power, it will blow and the Ice Palace will lose its defense.
And what if your plan to transmute all their ELEX stocks doesn't work?
If they still have their ELEX, we can't fight the Alb army. We will have to target their commanders instead. If we kill the Alb commanders in charge of the defenses around the Ice Palace, the resistance should crumble. With them dead, the soldiers won't stop us getting into the Ice Palace.
So, what are you planning to do when you get to the hybrid?
Heal him. If we can bring him into contact with a seedling, it will transmute the ELEX within him, changing his nature. We can heal him as we heal the planet.
To reach the hybrid, we will need the code to his chamber.
Don't you think I know that? But none of my prisoners have known the code or would give it up. All I have discovered is that it has something to do with the hybrid's past.
But what? The Elexitors are the only ones with access to the hybrid. Anyone below that rank can't enter the chamber unless the hybrid calls them personally.
Then you need to find an Elexitor and get the code out of him.
The last time I tried to confront Calyx, he didn't come alone. There were Albs patrolling the area where we were to meet. I need to get him alone.
Then you must choose a place yourself. Zardum's old hiding place, for instance. Maybe there you will get a chance to meet Calyx alone.
It's good that I know where and how I can challenge Calyx. I will send Calyx a message through my adjutor. I expect he will go there straight away.
Then you should act now, before he decides to attack you.
You said we could change the hybrid instead of killing him?
We can try and change him with mana. If it doesn't work, the mana will poison him. Is that a problem?
You think killing should be an easy decision?
That thing hasn't hesitated to order the deaths of hundreds, thousands. There is a chance we can convert it, change it with mana. But change him or kill him, he must be stopped.
We should work with the hybrid. His powers can benefit us all. The technology he has created can be used to benefit everyone. If you do want to help all of the free people, then we should make the hybrid work for us. If the mana changes him, we can use his powers to achieve our goals.
His powers do have the potential to help instead of destroy.
The Elexitors say that the hybrid has a greater plan for all of us. That he knows the nature of ELEX and why it came to our world. That he has the power to see the future. Before we act, we should find out what the hybrid knows. If we don't gain the knowledge, we could pay the price for it.
Well, if he has a plan that is supposed to benefit us, I haven't seen a sign of it. That thing only wants power. Listen to him if you must, but take this seedling into the chamber with you. You must attach it to the hybrid. That is how we will tame him or kill him.
How far advanced is your plan to transmute the ELEX?
The planning is complete. If it works in practice, then all the ELEX on Magalan should be transmuted. But I can't control that amount of magical energy on my own. I will need a strong mage to help me. Someone who truly understands the nature of ELEX and mana.
Then ask Caja.
Caja has the ability. But as for the temperament, this isn't the time for impulsiveness. The magic we'd be channeling if she didn't follow orders.
What other choice do you have?
Well, bold times take bold decision. I'll have to trust her. But she won't listen to a request from me. You must ask her to do it.
I'm ready to attack the Ice Palace.
You have achieved much, but I am still to understand your intentions.
What do you mean?
Which side are you fighting for? Are you fighting against the hybrid? Or are you only motivated by your need to revenge yourself against the Alexiters?
I am on the side of the free people. Zakor's exploitation of them must be stopped once and for all.
But what are your intentions for the hybrid? Will you admit that he seeks to control the destiny of the Alps? We will only fight alongside you if you share our interests. The hybrid goes, the old directives must be restored. Tell me your intentions.
Do you want to fight in Zakor or fight me here?
That all depends on your intentions for the hybrid. So tell me, what are you thinking?
We should reason with the hybrid. I'm sure he can teach us much.
You still don't get it, do you? You have fallen for the lies of the hybrid, and you would have us follow you back into the madness. We cannot take that risk.
I told you that all must comply with the hybrid's will. That includes you.
Then we will fight you with everything we have.
Don't get away from me!
Don't leave me hanging again, okay?
Very well. Let's find the deposit.
Yeah, follow me. It's on the east border of Eden. It has to go differently this time. I have to learn more. There are only weak traces here. I will need all my concentration not to lose the trail. That means I'll need your help again.
If the traces are weak, maybe we should try somewhere else.
We've come too far not to. But I will need to focus on the ELEX. I'll need you to deal with any combat or I'll lose my contact with the ELEX. I'll follow the traces. You keep an eye out for mutants. The ELEX is here. Either I'm getting more attuned to the ELEX, or this is the biggest deposit I have ever found. Stand guard for me. I'll see what I can sense.
Did it work?
Wait. I can hardly breathe.
Are you all right?
Give me a moment. Don't you feel anything at all?
No.
Maybe it's just me. I could sense something here, but I don't yet know what it means. I thought it must affect other people on some level at least. Why did this talent pick me?
Do you still need to find more traces of ELEX?
Yeah, there was something there in the background when I probed that ELEX deposit. I don't know what it is that I felt. Not yet. I know of another place we can try, but it's likely to be pretty dangerous. These big ELEX deposits always are. Just give me a little time. As soon as I can locate it, I'll tell you where we need to go. That was great.
Thorald needs your help with this ELEX experiment.
So he thinks he's finally done it, does he? That he can take away the fighting strength of the Albs with one act of magic. You should help him. Tell Thorald I'll be there when he starts the experiment.
How are you?
I'm doing all right, thank you. This struggle will determine the fate of all the people on Magalan.
You should go back to Origin.
Very well.